Hi, I'm Alexis, and I'm here with my daughter Lucy today.
Hi.
We are here for another episode of Key Lime Kids, and Lucy is going to help me today. How do you feel about being on camera, Lucy?
Good.
Yeah? So she told me before the take that it was kind of like getting blood drawn. A little scary, but not as bad as you think. So we're going to roll with it. Lucy is 12 and she is my oldest, and usually I think Lucy typically will end up helping me with techniques that are a little bit more advanced, but given what's going on in the world right now, we just wanted some comfort food and we thought
mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. So we're going to learn how to grate cheese. Okay, so Lucy has got a lot of graters right here. I'm not a chef or anything, right? I mean, it's kind of ridiculous how many different graters I have. None of the ones that she's holding are right for this job. These are all a little bit too small. You want to use a box grater, and you want to use the big holes on the box grater. So Lucy is going to is going to grate some of the cheese, and we're going to cut it because one of the things that's important is it would just be a little bit kind of like awkward to grate this huge piece of cheese. If you cut it a little bit smaller, then it makes it easier. So why don't you get started, and then we will also mention the other thing that you told me. Do you remember when we were talking about grating cheese and some like tips that are important to teach kids about grating cheese?
Remember that.
Oh, come on. When you get to the end, what happens?
Oh, well, you don't want to grate your fingers.
Exactly. So what do?
You eat the cheese.
You eat the cheese that's left over. Exactly right. So it's a fun task for the kids. All right, we're going to continue to grate, and we'll check back in after we've grated our cheese.
So Mom, why don't we just buy the cheese that's already grated?
Well, my favorite cheese doesn't come grated in a bag already, so that's the main reason. You can get exactly the kind of cheese that you want if you buy it in bulk and grate it yourself. Okay, so we've now got all of our cheese grated. It's in the bowl. The reason we didn't do it in the bowl in the first place is that you want to make sure that your cheese grater is on a stable surface. So really important so that it doesn't flop all over the place. You don't accidentally move your hand and nick your hand on the grater because it's sharp, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it hurts.
Okay, so now we're gonna mix our pasta and finish up with the recipe. Super simple. We've got our pasta, which we cooked in plenty of salted water. Give it a taste. How salty is it?
Good.
Good? Is a good amount of saltiness? Because you want to taste it and make sure that your salt is right. And we're popping it in, and we're going to give it a mix with the cheese. And so you don't think we need to add any more salt, or do you think we should do a pinch?
A pinch.
A pinch? Okay. All right. I would taste it too, but then I'd have food stuck in my mouth while I'm trying to talk. No one wants to look at that. All right, yep, so give it a good mix. You want all the cheese in there. This is such a simple recipe. There's no like sauce to make. It's really all about the cheese. We're gonna pop it in the bowl. You ready? That looks pretty good.
I love cheese.
I know. All right, we're gonna pop it in the bowl. There goes all the pasta and all the cheese. Yummy. And all we do is we're gonna pour a little bit of milk in here too. You just drizzle. Do you want to start? You can even start now this. And it's okay if you get some cheese left at the bottom. That'll make a like nice crusty top while it's baking. So don't worry if you've got some of that stuff, good stuff on top. All right, pour the milk in all over. It'll mostly sink to the bottom, so it's not that big a deal, but just try to swirl back and forth. Okay, and then we're going to dot the top with butter. I'll just keep it nice and moist. So Lucy and I are going to each take like half the butter and spread it around evenly. And then we're going to pop it in the oven. It'll bake for about 30 to 40 minutes. And when you're done, awesome mac and cheese. It really wasn't that hard. Thanks for helping me demonstrate grating today. I hope you had fun. And I hope it wasn't as bad as getting blood drawn or having a shot or any of those awful things. All right. Thanks, Liz. Love you.